Hey guys, so no lesson this week, but I am sending you a video, and I'm going to apologize right up front. This is probably a little bit longer video than I typically send you, but this is a video. If you're getting this from me, it's because you are my hero this year. You are a small group coach or a small group helper, and this role is perhaps, in my humble opinion, and I would never admit this anywhere else, right? But it's one of the greatest and most important roles in the entire church, because not only have you committed to work with a group of students, kids, for the entire year, but you've committed to help them in their journey to get to know Jesus. And there is nothing greater. You can watch statistics all over the place, and you know that our kids, as they get older, more and more and more are walking away from their faith. And so this is a chance that we have as small group coaches and small group coach helpers to really pour into the lives of just a few kids at one time to make a really big impact. So I just want to say thank you and apologize for the video being a little bit long, but we have so many new small group coaches and helpers coming in this year, and I realize that there's a lot of information that our new people just don't know, and this would be a great refresher for those of us who've been doing this for a few years. So as a small group coach or small group helper, you have what we always refer to as your few. This group of students that you have said, hey, I commit to serving with these kids for the next 9 months and pouring into their faith. So let me give you some tips, ideas, how things run to help make this an awesome transition. So don't mind if I keep looking down. I have this huge list of notes here that I wanted to share with everybody, so I want to make sure I have all that. First thing, attached to this email, you'll find links to 2 videos. And these are information that Stacy Collins, our kids minister, has made to help give general information. So please make sure in the next couple days you check those out. Even if you're a veteran small coach, you could still use a refresher. So check those out for me. We are going to make sure that we're going to be super strict about our check-in. Before you enter that kids area, you must have your sticker on. We prefer that you're wearing your t-shirt and your lanyard as well, and the reason is because security, in light of all the things that are happening around the world and in our country with school shootings and church shootings, our church is really taking the security very seriously. We want nothing more than for every single child who walks in that door to be safe. You wearing your t-shirt identifies you right away as a person who belongs behind that check-in desk. If you're not wearing that shirt, security is oftentimes asking me who you are. Who is that person? I don't recognize them. So if you just wear this shirt, it right away sets you off. Listen, I'm not thrilled about wearing a purple shirt every single weekend, but it's for the kids. It's for safety. So put your purple shirt on before you come back there. If you don't have a lanyard for me, get one. So when I get my sticker, instead of taking it off the sticky and sticking it on my shirt, I just slide it right inside the pocket of the lanyard. So now I have a lanyard that has my name on it, and I'm wearing the shirt that identifies me, and so security feels much better about all of that. So please make sure you do that. If you need a t-shirt, if you need a lanyard, come see me. It's not a problem. So when you're checked in, we always meet a half hour before service. We call this our pre-service huddle. So if you are serving on a Saturday, that means 5:30 for you. It doesn't mean at 5:30 be checking. It means at 5:30 we really need to be meeting. And then on Sunday, that means 9 o'clock. Whether you are serving first service or second service, you still need to be there at 9 o'clock. And the pre-service huddle, guys, it is an opportunity for me to be able to share any changes that may have happened the weekend, any important information. But really, it's a great time for us to come together as a team, to hear prayer requests, to share God stories, to share struggles, to laugh together. So it's really a very important time. It is so powerful for me when I get to pray for each of you throughout the week. Very specific prayers that you specifically ask for. It makes me feel the presence of God so much closer. So it's a blessing for me to be able to pray for you. And I would love for you to be able to pray for others too. We are a team. Our group of kids ministry, I feel like we are such a family, and I don't want to lose that. So I want you to be a part of that family. So please make it imperative in your mind. If you have to leave your house 5 minutes earlier to get there in time to join us for that pre-service huddle. The other big important thing, checkout time, that a lot of new people don't know, is our checkout time is just as secure as our check-in time with our kids. So at the end of your lesson, we are not going to have kids running around like crazy. You will all have a colored mat that you'll sit at during your lesson time. And when you're done with your lesson and it's time for parents to start coming in, it's super important that you keep your group, sitting there at that mat. And you can be sitting in a circle, you can be a huddle, you can be laying down, whatever it is you want. It just needs to be controlled and they're not running around. So what will happen is somebody will be at the door and they'll be directing parents, oh, you can go pick your child up from their mat. You can go check your child out at their mat. And they're going to look. And the mats will all be labeled. There's a sign that says kindergarten, one that says first grade, one that says second, all that. So the parents will know exactly where to go. When they get to the mat, they're going to look to you. And your job as a small group coach or the helper, your job is to make sure that they are securely checked out. So there will be a marker, a pen, something in your bin. And what you need to do is look at the parent sticker, match it up to the child sticker, and put some kind of mark on that child sticker, whether it be a heart, a star, a check mark, a smiley face, whatever it might be, whatever you want to do. It can be something tied to the lesson, I don't know. But what that shows then is as that child walks out the door with their parent, security is looking for that. And the person standing out the exit door, they are visually looking for that mark. And that tells us that child has been checked. We have a lot of situations in our church with divorced parents and separated parents. There are custody issues that are always going on, and we never ever want to release a child when we should not. So that is super important. Keeping on that small group, checking every sticker. If you have a teen helper, I'm trying so hard to get teen helpers for everyone. If you have a teen helper, you can have them playing a game or talking with your few while you're checking a family out. There will always be ideas at the end of your lesson of things that you can do while you're just sitting there waiting for a family. So that should be very helpful. In our kids area, we have bins that are tucked over by the little area where all the lanyards hang. There's drawers there. There will be a drawer for you. Every week if you have to take your personal stuff out of that bin, the bin that comes with all your lessons in, and you have to put your things in those drawers. And the reason is because there is a team that comes in every week and prepares all of your materials for you. They will take care of all your copying, any cutting, most of those big ticket things. Everything will be done for you in those bins. But at the end of the week, they empty all that out. So if you leave in candy or a special pen or your Bible or your notebook that you're using with your kids, that will be emptied and thrown out. So you will have a drawer in the kids area. Just put all your stuff in there at the end of your scheduled service. A lot of questions we get, especially with third grade and up. A lot of times small group coaches will come in and say, this child hasn't been baptized or asking about it. I don't know what to do. So here's what you do. If a child is mentioning baptism or a parent mentions baptism to you, Juan is our spiritual growth coordinator for our campus. He's awesome. He trains all of us who want to DC kids. He trains everybody. So you can direct them to Juan. You can direct them to me. And then we will let them know that we have classes and things in place to help them take that next step toward baptism. Please do not feel like you need to be the one that gets them to or from baptism. You do not have to do that. So we want your focus to be just on loving those kids. I'm going to assume that you are coming every week unless you and I talk about it. And sometimes you will talk about it with me. Laura Ritchie, if you don't know her, you will very soon. She is our small group coordinator for our campus. That means she is like our small group expert, and she is really going to help me help with all of you. So if you think you can't come one weekend, there are two choices. You can come and tell somebody verbally like me or Laura. But the truth is, the weekends are crazy and busy, and honestly, I might forget. If I don't write it down, I'll forget, and then very often I can be being pulled in a million directions, and I'll forget to write it down. And so, I guess the moral story is I'm just getting very forgetful. So, if I don't talk to you, if you don't let someone specifically know, I'm going to assume you're going to be there. And I understand you might get sick, you might decide to go out of town, something might come up, funerals, whatever it might be, and that is totally okay. But let's communicate through PCO, through Planning Center Online. That's where you can accept, you can decline. If it's a short notice, like, I woke up super sick this morning, text me. You should all have my phone number. If you don't, let me know, but text me. If you email me on a Sunday morning before church, I am not going to get that email. So text is awesome. Planning Center is awesome. Use Laura as a resource. She will help coordinate to get somebody to take your place as well. So that's super important. Another thing, as a small group coach, you are the face of your group. And so we are going to promote to parents that you are that face, and we want them to connect with you. There are many times where parents came to the small group coaches last year and said, my daughter is really struggling with this. This is happening to my son. Can you pray for them? They came to them with questions about, hey, they're struggling with this. Can you give me some resources? Can you help me? So we want you to be that face. We want to empower you to do that. Just like the kids have a teacher all school year, we want you to be that small group coach that those parents know they can come to as a resource, as a partner. So to help with that, right now, printing off the presses are brochures that are made. They will already be made and in your bin that first week, the 8th and 9th. It has your contact information on it, how a parent can contact you. It gives them information about our ministry, about why we think this partnering is so important. So please take a minute on the 8th and 9th when you come in, just to kind of look over that and make sure that we get one to every parent. Did I really get it all? I think I got most of it. I'm sure I missed some things, and we'll catch that in those pre-service huddles, different things that need to come up. But hey, so look for some emails coming from Laura. She's our small group coordinator. She has some great ideas to help you kick off this first week. You will be seeing a lesson from me very soon, so watch for an email about that. I don't want to bombard you too much. And then you're also going to be getting an email video probably from me in just a couple days about some awesome opportunities for training and resources just for you. Free. I'm so excited to get this stuff for you free, but I don't want to give it away yet. So I don't want to bombard you with too much. So hey, listen, I'm going to stop talking, let you enjoy the rest of your day. Any questions at all, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. Thank you again for loving these kids this year, and I can't wait to see what God is going to do. Have a great day, you guys. See you soon.